Okay, this is just a quick video for mainly for my students, but I'm just posting it here for you guys, which, by the way, we had a phenomenal class on yesterday. Students, take a look at this trade. This is one that we had talked about on yesterday in class. Of course, Too Easy is telling you that there are sellers in the market. We ended up taking this trade. A lot of you guys made some good profits off of this trade, as we talked about in class yesterday. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setup. For those who don't have it, we do have my simplicity and in combination with the new sexy analyst. But what I'll do is I'll pause it here and I'm just going to strip it down without simplicity so you guys can see it. If you have simplicity, it makes it even better because you can put your bigger zones on here. You can see it. You can see the arrow right here. But what if you only have the sexy analyst? Will it still work? Let me pause this and I'll come right back, strip down. But as discussed, you're going to see an exit, why I'm exiting this strategy, this trade. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So as we had talked about yesterday, you see how the outer trend lines are communicating something on the higher time frame. It's saying that this is being respected. It bounces in and out of this trend line, but it's respected that top trend line. So right here, as we talked about yesterday in class, there's a couple of pieces of evidence that tells me I need to exit this trade now with 74 pips to be happy. Remember, this is the one we took some profits off the table yesterday in class as an entire group. And then I told you move your stop loss into below your break even. So it's a risk-free trade. And it's an HQT as well. And for those who don't attend my class yet, who don't have simplicity, which come with my classes, HQT is what we call high quality trade. This is beyond a high quality trade. Using the sexy analyst, you can clearly see it did a triple top right here and just stuck within there. It hit, and how we know is because it was confirmed with our supply zone right here. Okay, our resistance dots right there. Retested this high area here. It was just a no-brainer trade, just easy money. And we did about 8 of those trades in class. What I'll probably do is post the entire class training that we did on yesterday, so some of you guys can actually see what it's like to be in a class with Uncle P, with real students who actually paid and are learning, and you can hear their testimonies of what they're making and what they're doing. So we're not listening to this garbage of people saying blah, 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 blah. So number 2, there's a lot of gurus out there, but a lot of them are not teaching their students. So if you do want to get lessons, buy the simplicity system. It's a one-time fee. And once you have the simplicity system, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm saying and attend my class. But if not, just go ahead and get this, the sexy analyst on $29 a month. That's cheap. So anyway, let's take a look at this trade. Why am I taking this trade? Okay, so again, everything about this whole system is adjustable to your liking, including the colors, the settings, all that stuff. But for me, I have my resistance and support dots set on the 4-hour time frame. And if you're in the signals group, of course, you have the daily dot, right? So right here, this is where I knew to take the trade because it was bumping up in my supply zone. It was bumping up against the Fibonacci extension of 50. It was bumping up against my resistance dot right here on the daily and the 4-hour dots. It was just more than enough evidence. And then you add in, it was creating this triple topper. It was just no brainer. See, test it, retest it again. So now this is clearly 73 pips, right? Okay. So now look at what it's doing. It's approaching my Fibonacci level plus, because we built in to have the Fibonacci levels plus Fibonacci extension. So in case, see, it extends. That's what Fibonacci extension means. If you put in a Fibonacci, it'll stop right at the top of a price or bottom. But ours, we built it where you can have that feature, or you can also use what's called the Fibonacci extension. So if price continues to go up this channel and bounce off this channel, see, you can see the clear trend now. You see it's trending up. Price action came across, hit this trend, hit the trend line. You will get an alert from the scanner saying, hey, price action touched the outer trend line. That's heads up number 1. Your second scanner will let you know every single time there's a support dot that came in to confirm it. So now you got another alert from your second scanner saying, hey, or as I call them, the employees, because they do all the work for me. So the first one tells me, hey, price action touched the trend line. Okay. Second one is telling me, hey, there's a support dot there too. And look what happened. I look on my charts, confirm it, and boom, there you go. So look at what's going on. Why would I exit this trade? Price bounce, came up, retested this level. But what did we see? It dropped, and where is it going back to? It's approaching what? The support trend line. And see, I don't have to spend hours upon hours drawing this stuff up. It's automated with alerts, with scanners. I don't have to do all that. See how it's coming out? See, I was up 73 pips when I started this video. See how it's slowing down and coming back up? See, right now, it's approaching the 23.6 fib level and extension level. That's why you see two of them. Double confirmation. Let's bring this up and see what else. Oh, by the way, it hasn't touched the trend line, but it's close enough for me to let me know this probably is about the end of the road for this, right? So I don't want to be greedy waiting for it to actually touch the trend line or actually touch the fib level. It's enough. So I see that this is an uptrend. It went up. Now it came back down to test this trend line again, and it's waving close enough for me. I don't have to wait for it to actually touch, trying to be greedy for every pip. Number two, here's the other thing. Let me expand this and you'll see. See, an alert came out. Okay. And this is NZD Swiss. I should have got it. If not, it came out earlier. Yep, right here. See, this is your support scanner. Look what happened. You got an alert saying, hey, there's a new support level that just came in. When? On the 4-hour time frame. You can set this to whatever time frame floats your boat. But clearly, I just got an alert saying, and it was sent to my phone saying, hey, NZD Swiss has now just received a support level or a support dot for that support level. Okay. So what is that telling me? See, you see that white dot? That's when the alert came in. It's telling me, hey, you might want to take a look at this. So based on what I see, there is more than enough evidence. Clearly, this is an uptrend. You don't have to even figure it out no more. It's done for you. And we have another set of trend lines called the inner trend lines. I just don't have them on here, but we do have that available for you as well within the Sexy Analyst. So you can always use those if you want to instead of the outer trend lines. All this, this is a powerful system. This by far one of the best we built besides simplicity. So anyway, this is enough evidence to tell me, hey, Uncle P, take the bunny and run at this point. Do not be greedy. It has profited you very, very well. Okay. Within the 24, 48 hour period, 72 pips. And this was done again live with a class. So I'll probably post that class recording so that you guys can watch the entire class where we as a group, we counted up the pips in 24 hours as about over 200 pips worth of trades. In a 24-hour period, and then you add this in because it actually went further, so it's actually around 250 pips or something like that. I don't know. You will hear the students. We did everything together, okay, in a large classroom full of students, so you'll be able to hear what they said because some of them were telling in the chat saying what they were making and stuff like that. So anyway, point is, should I exit this trade or not? I'm going to show it to you so you can visually look at it for yourself. And I want you to tell me exactly what would you do if you were in my shoes. You are up 72 pips. You're taking a look at this trade. You're analyzing it at a quick glance, and you're seeing that it's clearly an uptrend. You see that it is approaching the 23.6 Fibonacci and Fibonacci extension level. You just got your scanner, your support and resistance scanner telling you, hey, price action is sitting on a support level. Based off the 4-hour time frame, that's the time frame I selected. You can choose whatever time frame you want for your support dots. It's all customizable, but it just sent me an alert telling me, hey, this is hitting on support. Notice why I'm doing this video, because what? I just got an alert, so I don't have to sit at my charts all day. I got an alert saying, hey, it is now sitting on a support level. That tells me when to go and take a look at my chart. I'm not staring at it all day. Okay? I let the employees, the trend line scanner, look, see, trend line scanner is telling me, hey, the price action has now touched the support level. It has touched the buy level on the trend line. So it's telling me to do that. So that means this is possibly going to be a pullback. Okay. So let's go here real quick and you guys can see this as well. And it's telling me it's happening on the 30-minute time frame. Okay. See that support level? Look at this. You can clearly see price action is sitting where? Directly on the 23.6, sitting within a demand zone, sitting on the support dots, and it's at a level you can clearly see. See how you can just glance. Now, this is from the 4-hour. How can you not see that? This is just easy money. Students who come to class, who have simplicity and come to class, what pattern is this? Of course, it's the slant pattern. What happens with slant patterns? Okay, this is just a no-brainer trading system. All right, and look what price action did. It literally touched the trend line. And that's why the second employee sent you an alert saying, hey, there's price action. It's sitting on your buy trend line for an opportunity. The red upper line is your sell line because people like to sell off of the upper trend line and they like to buy off the lower trend line. And what do you see price action doing? It's bouncing off of this level. Okay, I marked it up. Here's the slant pattern. See it? I marked it up on the 4-hour, but you can clearly see it here on the 30, just like the scanner said. Let's draw this up and you can clearly see. Boom. You see that level? Every time it hits this level, it comes out. Hit it, come out. Hit it, come out. Hit it, come out. Now it's sitting on support level. There you go. See, I'm just trying to tell y'all. Okay, go ahead and keep fussing and fighting with things all you want and marking up charts, spending hours away from your family. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. So that's another opportunity. That's how so you get this scanner, which tells you when price action actually touches the trend line. The second one will tell you when there's a support or resistance level to confirm that. So there you go. Okay, let's get back to the actual one I need to be paying attention to, which is exiting this one that we had talked about. So again, it's telling me the support level has been hit on the 4-hour time frame. How do I know? Because it's sent an alert to my phone saying NZD Swiss is hitting a support. And you see it's green, meaning that it might want to be a buy trade. If you're going to do anything, stop selling this thing. It looks like it's getting ready for a buy opportunity. Doesn't mean to buy it, but it's just green showing you, hey, these are where the buyers appear to be coming in. Okay, so I'm going to take, look, see, and it went right back to my 73 pips. So I'm going to right click on this thing and close the whole trade out and take the money. All right. So did you guys understand that? If I just pull it, see, and what you can do, you can go here where the numbers are, hold your mouse down with your left mouse and just drag this to thin it out. And at one glance, you can say, okay, I'm seeing this, and you don't have to, I don't do it, but just to help you guys to do quick analysis. Clearly, the trend is heading up. I can see it, and it's bouncing and respecting this trend line, the outer and inner. Okay, touched it, nice drop, retested in the middle, retested, touched the bottom of this trend line. What did it do? It bounced off the lower trend line, came up. We sold it here off this triple top. See, 1, 2, 3, triple topped it. We sold off of it, and if you can't see it here, of course, I can clearly see here it's approaching this outer trend line, but if you need to thin it out, just drag it down and say, okay, I see that you're coming and you're approaching this trend line, which is a what? Support. What do you do on support levels? You buy them. What do you do on resistance levels or the outer trend? You sell them. So this is telling you, take your money. And that's what we did. And if you look at it real close, it's close to the support level, the buy trend line. It's close to a demand zone, and it's hitting off a support level. You see this 4-hour dot came in. There you go, man. Take the money and run. That's all I can tell you. Okay, so I done did a full breakdown on this video. I'll put it out there, and maybe later on, probably Sunday, because I think I'm gonna go on a vacay on Sunday. And what I'll do on Sunday, instead of doing a YouTube live, I'll actually just post the entire class. The entire class trade session that we did, where you can hear the students asking questions. You could hear people who talked about what they did with the system, and it should show in the Zoom, the chat, where you can see where they're posting, hey, I took trades on the NASDAQ, I did this, I did that, and I'm eating good using the system, and blah, 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 blah. But you'll be able to hear the whole thing, okay? You'll be able to see what we talked about. There was 8 trades, a total of 8 trades, 8. Okay, in a 24-hour period that netted over 200 pips And this was one of them. And I told them, hey, we're going to lock down some profit and then we're going to just let the rest roll. And you'll hear all of that and see it live. Many gurus want to do videos, but none of them are able to do what I'm doing because they can't show an entire classroom setting where we clearly are showing you what happened in the classroom before and after as discussed. Okay, so anyway, peace and hair grease, and I will see you in the next video, and have a great weekend. And like I said, I'll post that classroom video on Sunday for you guys instead of doing a YouTube live.